Are you a new parent looking for the best way to feed your baby? In this video, I will show you why bottle feeding breast milk is the next best thing and how it can help you and your child. 1. What are the benefits of bottle feeding breast milk? Bottle feeding breast milk offers many benefits for both baby and mom. It's a convenient option that allows caregivers to feed the baby while mom is away or busy with other tasks. Babies who are bottle-fed breast milk get all of the same nutrients as those who are fed directly from the breast, providing essential vitamins, minerals, and antibodies that support healthy development. Bottle feeding also mimics natural breastfeeding behaviors like sucking and swallowing patterns, helping babies become familiar with them before transitioning to solid foods. For moms, bottle feeding can help maintain their milk supply when they aren't able to nurse directly from the breast. 2. How does bottle feeding breast milk compare to breastfeeding? When it comes to how bottle feeding breast milk compares to breastfeeding, it varies depending on the individual. Generally speaking, however, mothers should be aware that there are several benefits of bottle feeding with breast milk. 1. Bottle-fed babies tend to gain weight faster because they can consume more milk at once than when breastfeeding. This is due to the fact that a baby's stomach capacity is much larger than the nursing frequency and duration allow for while breastfeeding. 2. Bottle-fed babies are often able to digest milk more easily since there's less chance of air entering into the milk during feeding than when being nursed directly from the breast. This can result in fewer gas pains, as well as fewer spit-ups. 3. Mothers can easily monitor the amount of milk their baby is consuming and adjust the flow rate accordingly if needed. This ensures that babies get all of the nutrients they need for healthy development and growth. 4. Bottle-fed babies tend to be more independent eaters because they're used to holding and manipulating bottles on their own. This can help reduce nipple confusion issues, allowing them to transition back to breastfeeding with ease when parents are ready to do so. 3. Is there a difference between formula and breast milk for bottle feeding babies? Yes, there is a difference between formula and breast milk for bottle-fed babies. Breast milk is designed specifically to meet the needs of infants, providing all the essential vitamins and minerals they need while also providing immunological protection against germs and illnesses. A formula does not contain any of these benefits and can sometimes be hard for an infant's digestive system to process. Additionally, when it comes to feeding with bottles, studies have shown that infants who are fed exclusively with breast milk tend to gain more weight than those fed with formula. As a result, many parents choose to feed their babies either solely or partially with breast milk when using bottles instead of relying solely on formula. 4. Are there any risks associated with bottle feeding breast milk? Yes, there are some risks associated with bottle feeding breast milk. The main risk is that bottles and nipples can harbor bacteria, which can then contaminate the milk. If not properly sterilized or stored, this bacteria could lead to an infection in your baby. Additionally, if you did not take the proper safety precautions when preparing formula or warming a bottle of breast milk, there is a risk of scalding your baby. Finally, overfeeding or undernourishment is also possible when bottle feeding express breast milk because it's difficult to determine exactly how much breast milk a baby needs at each feed. 5. What kind of bottles should I use when bottle feeding my baby? When it comes to bottle feeding your baby breast milk, there are a few factors to consider when choosing which kind of bottles you should use. You may want to speak with your doctor or pediatrician for their recommendations as well. In general, glass and stainless steel bottles can be good options because they don't leach chemicals into the milk like plastic bottles might. However, these types of bottles are often more expensive than plastic ones and can also break easily. Plastic bottles offer a less expensive option and are usually better insulated than glass or steel ones, so the milk will stay warmer longer. However, there is some concern that certain plastics might contain BPA, bisphenol A, or other chemicals that could harm your baby. 6. How often do I need to clean the bottles for bottle feeding? It is important to make sure that the bottles used for bottle feeding are clean and sterilized before every feed. Cleaning should be done after each use, and the bottles should be thoroughly washed with hot soapy water and then rinsed well. Bottles should also be sterilized at least once a day to ensure that they are free of any harmful bacteria or contaminants. Boiling them in water is the most effective way to sterilize the bottles quickly and properly. To reduce time and effort, you can purchase an electric baby bottle sterilizer, which will take care of all your cleaning needs in one go. 7. Are there any special techniques or tips that can help me with successful bottle feeding of my baby with breast milk? Yes, here are a few tips to help you with successful bottle feeding of your baby with breast milk. 1. Ensure that the nipple on the bottle is filled with enough breast milk before starting to feed your baby. This will help ensure that the flow of milk does not slow down during the actual feeding session. 2. Make sure you hold your baby in an upright position, as it is more comfortable for them and allows gravity to help move the milk from bottle to their tummy. 3. It can be beneficial to vary the types of nipples used on bottles, as each type may work better depending on your baby's individual preferences and sucking strength. 4. Offer both sides during a single bottle feeding session, which can help ensure that baby gets enough milk and helps to avoid nipple confusion. 5. Burp your baby at regular intervals during the feeding session. This will keep hair from getting stuck in their tummy and help them to digest the milk more easily. 6. Be sure to check the temperature of the breast milk before offering it. You don't want to give your baby a cold or too hot bottle. 7. When finished with your bottle feeding session, be sure to wash all of your bottles and nipples thoroughly with soap and water, then rinse them off before putting them away for storage or future use. Bottle feeding your baby's breast milk is the next best thing to direct breastfeeding. It's important that you follow proper techniques when bottle feeding. And don't forget about safety. Remember to always use a clean bottle for each feed and keep it away from germs or dirt. If you have any questions or concerns about bottle feeding your baby with breast milk, be sure to speak to your doctor or healthcare provider. Thanks so much for watching our video today on bottle feeding breast milk. The next best thing, please leave us a comment below if there are any other topics related to this subject that you'd like us to cover in future videos. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already done so.